I've got the game! I've got the game! I'm in the game! I'm in! EU server! I'm in! Alright, okay. Take a breath. Alright, you're looking at the first seconds when I launched the game for the first time ever, and you get into the garage. Oh, welcome to Let's Play Armored Warfare with Musashi. Sorry, I'm just so excited. I'm recording this afterwards. I played on the EU server for 3 hours straight. A 3-hour tour. It was just amazing. The game was amazing. It was so smooth. I got 33 amazing. FPS was awesome. The gameplay was fun. The thing looks gorgeous. Yeah, a lot of hype for the game. A lot of hype in my head for the game. And it lived up to every bit of my anticipation. Armored Warfare just rocks. Really, it was just, I can't even, I mean, amazing. Okay, sorry, calm down, calm down. Alright, so you're looking at video footage I took when I got into the game, because I spent the first full 30 minutes in the garage. I didn't do anything but play around with the garage. So let me back up, let me slow down. So what we're looking at is the garage, right? And so, because I was a tanker in real life and spent a lot of time in the garage, it was actually the motor pool, but we'll call it the garage. I was really just to see what they had done. I mean, the garage in other tank games has been relatively detailed, and there's all these skins and mods for it. But I wanted to see what was in this place. What did they decorated it with? I mean, do they have a real sense that this was a working garage? They moved on to the M113 here. I'm super impressed with the hangar as well. I spent literally like a half an hour just when I logged into the game just checking stuff out without even thinking about launching the battle button. It looks just like a maintenance bay or a motor pool or someplace you'd actually work on armored fighting vehicles. There's a final drive sprocket at the bottom. See that green thing at the bottom? Then there's track, there's road wheels, there's welding equipment. It's just really well done. And here's our tanker. You know, normally I have the videos be relatively quick and sweet, lighthearted, like to have some fun with this, but there's so much information to go through. I just wanted to show you some of the main features that I was impressed with, you know, just looking through the interface in the garage. So here's how you change your character or your crew member's profile image. It's very impressive, again, how many there are at this stage of the game. I hope they'll add to this, because it's a lot of fun how many different types they have here, but more is always better, and I really hope they expand that just because it's so cool. And then also the amount of information you can get. There's tiers 1 through 8 that do appear when you scroll up and down the left-hand side. There's no room past tier 8 when you scroll down. Of course, that could be added easily, I'm sure. But just a note there that there's no room below 8, and there's some room above 1. The amount of information for the vehicles is also, again, I'm sounding like a broken record, very impressive. It takes like wiki type stuff. It takes all the tank details and many things that you had to sort of guess at least in World of Tanks, what your exact camouflage value was. It gives you, and not just here, at other places in the game as well, it gives you a wealth of information about your tank. Here's a neat little trick I found. When you zoom in on the dealer's list, you can see a graphical representation of the strengths and weaknesses of each vehicle. There's also, when you hover over it, you can see detailed stats here as well. I'm not sure how useful this is, but it sure looks cool. Here's one odd little bit I found. So I'm going to take a look at the upgrade modules for the M113, but you see there's a different tank in the background than the modules that I'm working on. See that? It's not a big deal, but to not have this happen, you have to go back to your garage, switch the vehicle out, then go back to upgrades. I don't know, it just seems a little odd that you're looking at a tank that's not the modules that you're really working on. And here's a little bit showing you the commanders that we have access to. You can see there's no Anthony Diaz or the Founders Pack commander here. Now we have one of the most fun things I got to do in the garage, which was to change your crew and also roleplay a bit in terms of who you want to roll with. And you can change the profile picture as well as the name. And I had a lot of fun with this. They've got so many different options here. It was a lot of fun to go through it. I spent a lot of time on this. Remember, I haven't even actually hit the battle button yet, and I'm still doing all this stuff, even with the limited time frame you're given. I just, again, thought it was a lot of fun. This girl looks like Barbie. There's David Bowie. There's a lot of different people here. This one looks like secretary at the Politburo or something. I don't Doesn't look like she have any business being in a tank of any kind. So I was spending a lot of time trying to find just the right crewman who I wanted to have for my very first tank. Very first time I played the early access. This guy looked like a gamer. Like this one. Little pudgy faced guy with glasses. He kind of's got a gamer look, doesn't he? Yeah, I liked him a lot. And this guy with the mustache, he was high on my list of possibles as well in the early going. There's the girl that we've already got in our tank, and there's the other guy. That's both of the people. I think it's a guy. Those are the current ones. I didn't care for either one of those. One guy looks kind of mousy. So I kept looking and looking and looking. I spent a lot of time doing this. This girl here is entirely too glam to be in a tank as well. I couldn't go with that. This guy looked like somebody I knew. So I thought about him for a while. And then I finally decided I really like sort of the Japanese look, or the sort of Asian looking guy here. I decided to go with him. He just kind of got that hard look to him. And you notice here, it doesn't change your stats. I don't know why I didn't expect it to, but changing the profile picture doesn't have anything to do with his own individual stats or something. It's purely cosmetic. But you can see there's a large number of names. There's a lot of ethnic names as well to sort of go with the ethnicities that they have here in the profile pictures. I was, of course, looking for a Japanese name, and I found Aki. Used to be a baseball player I knew in the Major Leagues called Aki. I liked him a lot. And of course, now I'm searching for a Japanese last name to make him like Musashi, very Japanese. And you can have a lot of fun scrolling here looking through the names if you wanted to. Eventually I found Yoshida. So we've got Yoshida-san, Aki. Then I just noticed suddenly that there was a way to actually search. So I'm looking, hey, maybe they got Musashi in here. No Musashi. Mufasa. Muhammad. No Musashi. So this was hardly critical to the gameplay, but I just wanted to show you how many options they had here. And the search function, later I learned, was a heck of a lot faster than scrolling through the thing. So then I wanted to change little mouse boy here into someone else. And who should we pair our Yakuza, Mr. Aki Yoshida-san? What should we pair him with? So I spent some more time looking around for my second crew member. And I gravitated right back to Gamer Dude. And I really thought this was pretty funny. I've got this, hard-looking Yakuza guy with the pudgy Gamer Dude. Could you imagine these guys in the same tank? I can't, but that's why I liked having them together like that. So you see, I had a lot of fun with this. I got a real kick out of it. Of course, choosing his name also proved to be a real challenge. I tried to find some nerdy names. I think later I eventually typed in nerd. That didn't work. You see, I eventually settled on Giuseppe Fenstermacher for our other crewman's name here. He's got a couple different duties there. You see him next to his picture, he's got two little white things, and Aki's got one, because some guys have to do more than one thing. But when you scroll down on old Giuseppe, when you look at his skills, you'll see you can't see all the way down to the bottom of his list. And that's a little bit of a glitch there. Okay, I'm finally done with the garage. I really enjoyed what they did with the interface here. Just love the garage. I love the look of the tanks. But now it's finally on for my first game. And I was pretty excited to go see what the game actually looked like. I was a little apprehensive what my FPS might be and a number of other things, but I'm just real impressed with the game. I just wanted to get a first video out about the garage and the interface. And I hope you all are going to enjoy it just as much as I have so far. Stay tuned to next time. The next up, we'll start our vehicle series of the M113. And we'll dive into each individual tank throughout the whole lineup. So do stay tuned to Let's Play Armored Warfare with Musashi.